Hello everyone, welcome to the Captain's video blog. We are Tuesday, September the 27th, 2016. It's almost 4 a.m., which means that Smackdown might be on its tail end. Um, and I realized that the main reason why I'm talking about wrestling it every day after a wrestling show is that, well, my life is pretty boring actually. Oh god damn it, I hate summer bugs. But yeah, I realized that at any rate I should find other stuff to talk about, as like today, where I spent good parts of the end of the afternoon and the beginning of the evening trying to muster up a response to my professor, who told me, nah, yeah, no, you cannot do two internships in the year, one of 4 months and one of 6 months, despite the fact that literally the two other schools that deliver my diploma have told me, yeah, you can do it technically, because it's not won't be in the same place, so it's not the same process, so you can do it. We're not opposed to that. You just have to see with your professors if they approve of the mission and the goal of the internship. And well, the goal of the internship, my professor approved it 4 months ago, and I can negotiate to end the internship not in 4 real months, but to end it at the end of a month, so that they don't have to pay me for the other days I have to do until the end of officially 4 months. But yeah, let's not talk about that too much, because I'm gonna get heated. It's 4 in the morning. I don't have to raise my voice, and that's exactly the kind of shit where, if I don't do that internship, that first internship that I was not really for at the end of the day, but I have an agreement and all that. I have to do it for the money. I need the money, because if I don't do that internship, I cannot look. I cannot be in the best conditions to look for another internship, because that will mean I have to ask for money to my parents. I cannot pass my driver's license because of my toe, so I cannot drive and find a little part-time job around the place where I live currently, that I could do a little money. So yeah, if I don't do the first internship, I'm basically fucked. That's something that I really didn't think about until, well, yesterday, when I was grasping at straws to find a reason to do that internship, because I really don't want to sit on my hands for all those months until February, or maybe even January. But yeah, still. So yeah, let's talk about Raw now. So Raw was okay, I guess. The two matches that stood most were Tony Nese versus TJ Perkins. Amazing match from Tony Nese. He's saying that he's the premier athlete, and how can you not believe him? He's an all-rounder. He can do flippy shit. He can do technical shit. He is amazing between the four ropes. Well, the three ropes. I mean, the four corners. Oh, I'm doing the same thing as Cesaro. And the other being, Drew Gulak teaming up with Lindsay Dorado against Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander. Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander won, but amazing showing by Drew Gulak, who, WWE wasn't sure to hire him as a in-ring talent. They wanted to make him a coach at the Performance Center. I can see why. Oh yeah, and TJ Perkins won against Tony Nese by submission. Classic thing. You wouldn't believe that, since TJ Perkins is so he's so real. He has his style is so real. I didn't want to say unreal. I wanted to say he does flippy shit. So yeah, but his finisher is a knee bar, and he does that perfectly. Apparently, he's defending his cruiserweight title next week against against well his actual trainer, the Brian Kendrick, which is actually pretty impressive. You don't often have that kind of matches at this level, opposing a trainer and a trainee. So that's pretty cool. All the matches included Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens beating Enzo and Cass. No, really, that was. I mean, the chemistry between Jericho and Owens is fucking wonderful as a team. And Enzo and Cass, I don't think they lose a lot by losing to the Universal Champion. Actually, it's way better than losing to the fucking Shining Stars. Yeah. Rusev and Roman Reigns fought to a double countout. You would have thought for the US title, you would have thought, yeah, it's gonna be good because both men are going to look strong, except Roman Reigns speared Rusev after the match, had the time to sit on a chair, wait until Rusev was up, and then chair him in the back, and it was like, ugh, really now? Bailey beat up a jobber with the Bailey to belly. The look of contempt in the eye of the local competitor, it was something fairly amazing. Like, you have made it to the WWE by hugging people. Ew, give me a break. Yeah, that was pretty amazing, and then she lost. Oh, good golly. There was a match between Charlotte and Dana Brooke fought against Sasha Banks, I would say. No, so probably. Oh no, that wasn't a match actually. Charlotte came out and talked, and then Sasha Banks came out and said, you didn't pin me, so I still have that one-on-one rematch." And Charlotte was like, "Okay, let's do it right now." And then she was like, "Ha, you believed it? No, it's going to happen next week in Los Angeles." So, all that. So yeah. What can I say about that? Bailey is back to, at the back of the line. And let's just hope she's at least a little bit closer to the title than, I don't know, Nia Jax or Alicia Fox, because that would be a fucking shame. And I mean, actually, looks that way because, oh boy, she's fighting jobbers, huh? What else was there? There were a lot of backstage segments with Mick Foley because the best of 7 series didn't end with a definitive winner, so he had to calm down both Cesaro and Sheamus and said, "Yeah, I see something in you. You're gonna have a championship opportunity, but it won't be the two of you separately." And was like, okay, maybe it's going to be a triple threat. No, they're going to compete for the tag team titles. And then he tried to convince them that they were going to be a good team. That just catching lightning in a bottle. I'm always a bit. I don't find the strange bedfellows thing. The rivals turned teammates thing good, but at the same time, it usually works. The Mega Powers, Matt Hardy and MVP, John Cena and Batista, and John Cena and HBK. It works. So yeah, we'll see about that. Though Cesaro has responded to one of Daniel Bryan's tweets saying that he'll look into when his Raw contract expires. But yeah, Sheamus and Cesaro all trying to one up each other. They fought to a win against Nick Cutler, Steve Cutler. No, Steve Cutler is on NXT. Well, a guy called Cutler and a guy called Williams. So yeah, they won. So there's that, I guess. The New Day are still champions because they had a rematch against Gallows and Anderson, because of the whole Francesca thing. At least they retained with a clean result, clean win. Must happen sometime must happen that the New Day wins cleanly. So yeah, all in all, it was just another Raw. Even the highlight reel with Owens and Jericho, just being all friendly and all that, and Seth Rollins saying, "Yeah, what about that?" And actually, before he could even say a word, he was stopped by security because he was not cleared to fight. Because I thought actually that it was a botch by Kevin Owens, but actually, from other angles, from replays and all that, he drove his knee pretty damn well into Seth's ribs, and looked actually. The more you look at it, the better it gets. The better it gets, the better impression you have about it. The less you think that, oh, he fucked up. No, that was pretty fucking good from him. So yeah, I think that must be all. Like, there was Mick Foley starting to doubt Stephanie because the timing of Stephanie sending out the referee, but then Stephanie said, well, you were tending to Cesaro and Sheamus. Well, you could have sent a referee. You are the general manager. Don't put it on me. But then again, she was seeing with Triple H, which can either mean that she knew from the get-go that Triple H was going to be involved in the finish of the Fatal 4-Way for the Universal title, or that the more it went, the more she was convinced that he did the best thing, So yeah, we'll see where that goes. But I just don't feel it in me to watch 3 hours of Raw. Well, actually 2 hours and like 15 minutes every Monday, Tuesday in the day, because it's just too long for the little interesting thing compared to Smackdown, which has 2 hours of good and sometimes less good, and then there's Talking Smack, which is just a half an hour of Renee Young and Daniel Bryan going completely off the hook. So yeah, I guess that's all. Sevilla won 2-0 against Lyon with a goal from Ben Yedder. I'm so happy for him. He deserves to shine on the European stage. And Monaco, I think, got a draw against Leverkusen from a goal from Chicharito at the beginning, sometime in the match, and Gleek, what a goal from Gleek at the very end of the match. Wow. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I had to say. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Goodbye. I will be probably more pissed about me to cheat tomorrow. That's gonna be great. Always makes for great content.